All right. It took us 2 months, but we finally got through all the Constitution and the amendments.
We did.
Did you learn anything going through these again?
I learned several things. There were a lot of little details that I was looking up that either I didn't remember or I had never looked into before. Because of recency bias, my current delight is the fact that the first two salaries for members of Congress were per diem and not per annum. But I find that anytime I go to talk on this subject, I learn at least something because there's so much information and no one can know all of it.
Yeah, so we started recording these right after the election happened, and this ending recording right as the inauguration is taking place.
Yeah. It's been a rough couple of months, kids. I think the Constitution is going to keep mattering. I'm not as in despair as some people I know. I do think we're still going to have a country in 4 years. I don't know what it's going to look like, but I think it will be there, and I believe in my heart that we will continue to have theoretically free and theoretically fair elections and a peaceful transfer of power.
So you don't think that all this fear about all these amendments getting overturned, executive orders and stuff?
I mean, I think he's going to try. There's talk that he's going to try to overturn the 14th Amendment today. And he can't do that. And I genuinely do not believe that the Supreme Court will let him do that.
Even if he has packed them, they don't think they'll go that far.
Even his own appointees, I think, will stop him. I don't think his own appointees want to give him completely. I mean, they came close, but I don't think they will give him completely unfettered power. Because once he can overturn one amendment by executive order, that's it. That's the ball game. And among other things, if he can overturn an amendment by executive order, what does he need a Supreme Court for?
What does he need a Congress for?
What does he need a Congress for? If he can do that, then if they let him overturn the 14th Amendment, that's the end of American democracy. That's the end of this country as we know it. Because if they let him overturn the 14th Amendment, they have just appointed him dictator. I don't know what will happen if they do that, but it's not going to be pleasant to live through. So I have to hope that they won't. But also, I think that even some of his own appointees, and definitely Roberts, know that that's what that would mean. So I hold out hope.
So, for our articles to today, how do you think the Constitution has grown as a document?
Towards fulfilling the promise of the preamble. I said when we started recording that the preamble of the Constitution is aspirational. It's not, this is what we are, it's this is what we want to be. Toward a more perfect union. There are a lot of words of the Constitution that I have to look up. But there are some from the preamble that I know because of how important they are to my view of what my country is.
Yeah. And now even more so than back then, we the people.
We the people keeps getting broader.
Yeah.
We the people, when the preamble was written, was, let's be realistic, the guys in the room. It didn't even cover all of the Constitutional Congress yet. When they wrote We the people were the guys in the room. And ever since that moment, who the people are keeps getting wider. And that is one of the great aspects of our country. And if you don't think it is, look at how long ago we the people didn't include you. Because I bet it's shorter than you think. Would you have been able, are you under 21? Would you have been able to afford a poll tax? Are you a woman? Are you black? Were you born in this country? Are you a property holder in a lot of places? So look at who you are.
Can you pick your senators?
Can you pick your senators? You've only had the right to pick your senators for less time than you may realize. Your rights to control your country keep getting broader. And who is allowed to be part of the conversation keeps getting broader. And that is one of the great strengths of this country and one of the great joys of this country. And yeah, I'm saying that as a woman whose right to vote is barely a century old. But a little over 100 years ago, we agreed as a nation that yes, women should be part of we the people. And in the 1860s, we agreed that yes, black people, black men, but should be part of we the people. And we've passed laws meaning that Native Americans are part of we the people. And 18 to 21-year-olds are part of we the people. And depending on how you're looking at it, not for voting, but for a lot of other purposes, Supreme Court cases have found that children are part of we the people. Children do not leave their rights at the classroom door. That is from an actual Supreme Court finding. Children are covered by the Constitution and are we the people. And no matter what happens in the rest of the world, and on this day above all others, it's hard to remember the good. But I do believe it's there, and I do believe that freedom is expanding, and the wheels of time move ever toward justice. You, whoever you are listening, you are we the people. The United States has pronouns. They are we, us.
We hope you have learned things from all our talks. Like I said, I'm breaking this down into bit by bit pieces, but eventually I will make this into one big movie for those who like movies.
And you could have a whole day of listening to me talk about the Constitution.
If you have any agreement or arguments about if you agree or disagree with what we're saying here, say so in the comments below, and we'll try to get back to you when if we can. But hopefully you are pro Constitution and not an abolishment of it.
Yeah.
But like I said, hopefully in 2 years, 4 years from now, we still have this conversation.
Yes.
And you said but you have high hopes. You said.
I have high hopes.
Like to say, as I always say, even though this is a podcast, but this is always important to never stop learning. Mostly about this.
Yeah. Bye, everyone.
Bye.